Good morning this Monday, the 22nd of January. I'm Grady Wolf, market analyst with Belter. Renewed confidence in equities boosted Wall Street to a positive close on Friday, with the key indices shaking off the negative market sentiment that started 2024 in a downturn. The S&P 500 rallied 1.23% to a new record high, while the Dow Jones added 1.05% and the Nasdaq ended the final trading session of the week up 1.7%. The rally that ended the last week in the US overturned the negative start to 2024, taking all three indices into gains for the year so far. Fresh consumer confidence data out on Friday in the US indicated consumers are becoming more confident in both a soft landing and controlled inflation in the world's largest economy. As earnings season ramps up in the US, we are seeing companies across insurance, financials and other key sectors post better than expected earnings, which further boost investor confidence at a time where earnings were expected to begin easing amid slowing economic growth. Over in Europe, markets closed mostly lower on Friday as the World Economic Forum in Switzerland came to an end. The Stoxx 600 fell 0.3% on Friday, while Germany's DAX closed mostly flat. The French CAC dropped 0.4%, and in the UK, the FTSE 100 ended the day up just 0.04%. The key message out of the World Economic Forum was that while inflation is making good progress in declining to the target of 2%, markets pricing in cuts from March is likely premature. UK retail sales data for December, also out on Friday, indicated slower consumer retail spending as consumer sales dropped 3.2% in December, the traditionally high holiday trading period, as high interest rates continue hurting UK consumers. Locally on Friday, the ASX 200 rose 1.02% as investors piled into technology stocks, with the sector advancing 3.01%, while utility stocks were the only sector that fell out of favour with investors on Friday. EML Payments led the gains on Friday as the payment services company announced it was shutting down its loss-making PFS Card Services Island business, while Lottery Corp and Jumbo Interactive each rallied on Friday on news that Australia's Powerball jackpot is hitting the second largest amount in history this week of $150 million. On the commodities front this morning, oil is trading down 1% at $73.20 a barrel. Gold is up 0.34% at $2,029 an ounce, and iron ore is up 0.4% at $129 a tonne. One Aussie dollar is buying 66 US cents, 97.79 Japanese yen, 52.14 British pence, and 1 New Zealand dollar and 8 cents. Ahead of the local trading session here in Australia, the SPI futures are expecting the ASX to open Monday's session up 0.35%, and that follows on from Wall Street's strength on Friday that turned the negative start to the year into gains for 2024. And now let's dive into some trading ideas for your consideration today. Bell Potter has maintained a sell rating on Fortescue, however, has significantly increased the 12-month price target on the major miner following a review into Bell Potter's iron ore price forecasts. Near-term pricing upgrades are driven by unexpected resilience in the face of tight margins for Chinese steel producers, high levels of steel inventories and weak Chinese property sector outlook. Longer term though, Bell Potter has allowed for increased prices and support from growing demand from Indian steel production, Chinese government stimulus and recovering demand in the US and Europe. And Trading Central has identified a bearish signal on Monadelphous Group following the formation of a pattern over a period of 51 days, which is roughly the same amount of time the share price may fall from the close of $14.26 to the range of $12.90 to $13.20 according to standard principles of technical analysis. And that's all we have time for this Monday morning. Have a wonderful day and as always, happy investing.